Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another BJ and Co Infinifactory video where we knocking out more puzzles, because puzzles is funs. As puzzling as they are fun. But let's get straight into this, guys. We are working our way through more of the Resistance campaign. We haven't gone too far. Kind of want to check this out. We haven't done any of this stuff yet, but we're going to continue the heist. We're going to touch the Terrestrial Surveyor, see what we can do. Again, kind of... Oh, teleporters. Oh, shit. We got some people. So we've got teleporters here. Looks like that's what we're continuing on. We're going to see what we can do and get things rolling. I haven't been looking around, but I feel like we're getting close to the evil overlord's place. If we're getting close with guards and everything. Talk to Dave.
Your big moment.
My big moment? Why is it my big moment? Okay, so this is where we're finishing. We need this guy to come through. We're building a terrestrial surveyor, which I'm guessing we are just... Ooh, from the lab back out there. That's cool. That's cool. From their lab. Are we inside and murdering? Oh, this is interesting. Dead. We're killing the evil aliens. I didn't sign up for this. You won't talk to me? This looks like you gotta face Nina. Nia. What a bitch.
Almost feel bad about it.
Almost. Ooh, food station. Interesting. Okay, so... I don't even know what I want to do here. I mean, we're just taking this guy through and finishing him off, so... Oops. No, I screwed up. So really, I just need to get this guy up and through. Which, ideally, we want our pieces here. So, we're going to run this guy back as far as we can go, and let's see. I have a feeling that this should be manageable with this sort of setup. Similar to what we did in the last episode where we just kind of used some... Well, I mean, so that's coming straight through the middle first. So... well, let's just try some fancy dancy stuff first. No, that can't be there. We're gonna see what we can do here and then see what we need to adjust, because I feel like I'm kind of in a weird mood tonight. My brain power is not all here. I've been focusing on a lot of heavy long-term forecasting at work. So, I mean, really all I need here is one more set of this and it should all get through. And then we can figure it out on the other side. So yeah, I've been doing lots of long-term forecasting and stuff, and just my brain power is challenged right now. Okay, everything gets through. That's great. Now it just makes a pile on this side and doesn't do anything else. So, how are we going to need this stuff to come out? We might as well start with a conveyor belt this way. And... Let's see what our order's gonna be, but I feel like we're just gonna get this stuff all to push and give me some room to play. And then see what we're making. So, what does this happen when it comes through? Besides me being a complete numpty. Collect that, collect that, grab that, and start all over again. Let's start from the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. So yeah, I mean, I hope you guys have been enjoying our things such as our rad series and all that fun jazz that we've been doing. Okay, so what are we doing here? We've got... Okay, let's try this again. And let's pause it once... So once the last of the 6, 3, 4... Okay. So this is the exact right distance that we're looking for. But what we need this to do here now is we're going to need... So a 3-pusher, a 3-pusher, a 2-pusher. That's what I want to work with next. So Doesn't really matter which side I push this stuff to. So 3 pusher, 3 pusher, 2 pusher is what I'm looking for. So really, ideally, I'm looking for a 1, 2, 3. And we're looking for right here. We're going to do a 1, 2, 3, because we're going to make these things work as little as they need to. And see what we can do. I really hope you guys have been enjoying the Red Minecraft series that's been going on. If anybody of you guys have been watching that, it's been, I know we're having a blast recording that one, putting out those contests that we've got going on now. It's been quite entertaining, some of the stuff that's been come up with. So we appreciate everybody that's doing that things. Joining that series and having a good time with us. I unfortunately don't have any good contests for this series because I'm thinking too hard. And pre-planning. You know how much I last minute record some of this stuff, but we are trying a few things across the channel with different pieces to try to get some more interesting things going on. We've played around with some of our words things hard. Some of our thumbnails. We're trying to make things a little bit more interesting for you guys. So I hope you guys are appreciating it. Wow, words are hard. This is going to be a 3 here too, isn't it? Or is this just going to be a welder and a pull? I think this is just going to be a welder and a pull. That might work. But welders are going to have to be on this side. Okay, so this is going to be a pull right here. And we're going to have 3 welders on this side, and this should work. Yeah, I mean, we're trying to up things. We've actually had some interesting discussions right before I was recording this about some of the interesting things that have been happening on the channel and all that fun jazz. So if that's going up there, then I want one of those there, and I want one of these here. And then here, ideally, I would like to pull it out this way. And ideally, right here, we are going to have 3 vertical welders. So, I mean, one of the interesting things we've been watching is we've had some intriguing activity on our channel in terms of views, etc., etc. Specifically in relation to this year and kind of 2019, and in May we had a very intriguing piece of activity in which all of a sudden one of our videos, and I mean a lot of our videos do fantastic, but we had one of our videos that typically performed really well all of a sudden stopped getting views, and like literally was getting 50 to 100 views a day. And all of a sudden it was just, nope, you're getting no views whatsoever. It dropped to 0. We have not got a single view since, which is super intriguing. I actually don't need this guy, do I? Don't need that guy. Because it's actually taken a very interesting drop in the analytics because of it. And if you guys are interested in seeing what we were talking about, I'd be happy to throw an analytic thing in Discord for you guys to look at. So if that interests you, let us know, and I'd love to just chat about it and see, because it's, we were talking historically. I mean, we've been doing this like 7-8 years now. We've been making some decent progress for things happening, and oh shit, how was I going to do this? Okay, let's see where this. But it's funny because you look back to kind of May of this year and we have a massive tank in everything. Growth after that, but is a pretty good tanking before that. So that's where it stops. So once it hits above that, so I think it's what, 2, and then my welders. Not that welder, this welder. This welder and this welder. God, let's hope these all face the right direction. Otherwise, this is going to get very challenging very quickly. But yes, and just some interesting conversations and trying to figure out how we can build things up and keep it moving and have everything be awesome, because we like making this content for you guys and we want to be able to continue it. And it's easy to continue it when there is growth, right? Because it's not as depressing when things don't work out. As depressing as that sounds. Okay, I went one too low. So that needs to be there. That needs to be there. That needs to be there. That guy needs to be here. And then we need one right here going there. I love how I'm like, this game makes me think so much that I just stop talking. And it's fun when I'm editing too, because I see these things and it's like, oh, I did that again. Why did I do that again? Okay, so we are going to have this be here. We are going to have this guy feed in, I think there. Ooh, how am I going to weld this together? Maybe this happens first. This happens first, maybe. And then once we have... I'm gonna want welders. Does it matter which side I go? Thinking through all the logistics of this. So we want that to weld, but then we also at the same time, when we see something right there, so this guy here, this guy here, this guy here, and then a sensor here. So once we see something hit there, we also want it to push the shit out of here. So there we go. That's the one we want there. That's the one we want there. So let's just make sure things are looking okay so far, because we got this middle part put together. So that pushes out. So ideally I want this here. And then we're going to have one of these guys here. So when it sits there, and then we are going to just have a sensor here. And is the sensor going to be there? That's kind of where I want my welders to be. I can do vertical welders. So I can do a welder there. And then this guy can just be a pusher right there. So this is going to kick this piece off. I think we're looking decent, and then we just got to connect that last piece up. Okay, so that's all connected. So once it pushes forward, then that's going to hit here. So we need to pull this forward maybe 2, and then kick it over. And then this guy we are going to, well, let's see where this ends it, because that should kick it over. Let's see if this stuff lines up. That's what I'm looking at here. Okay, so that lines up perfectly. And which lands first? So that lands first, and that lands second. So we're gonna do this and this. We're gonna put one of these guys right here, but as soon as it hits here is where we're gonna have a double welder. Boom. And right here, and then that's going to finish us up right in the middle, and we can wrap it straight on in and finish this thing up. And now pray to God that I didn't screw something up. I think it's all rotated the right direction. I think everything, yeah, good. We did it. We done did it. Done diddly. Block score's about almost 3 times higher than Yo Man. Intriguing. I don't think there's really any way we can improve our cycle score except maybe right off the bat. No, but I mean, once they start coming through, there is no block and stuff. So that's where we are. Cycle score is 321, which is the worst of the 3. Footprint score coming in at a 264, which is actually not ridiculous. We're just sneaking ahead of Amazon there, but our Good old Yeoman's about 40 ahead of us. Block score, not great. I mean, I use a lot of pushers. This is not a majorly optimized system, but ahead of the middle, ahead of the middle, right on the middle. Like, I'm comfortable with these scores. So I don't hate them. I'd like it to be a bit better. Like, especially this. Well, let's try it. Because can I? Ooh, I can really crank up the input rate. See if it does anything. See if it does anything. Will it beat my? Can I be under 300 cycle score? The problem is on the other end. Like, you can only get one thing through at a time. So then it's being able to not slow them down and wait, which I have a lot of waiting going on in this. So I doubt, I mean, this shouldn't help my cycle score really at all. I should be right the same based on the information I see. Maybe, no. Literally exactly the same. So speeding it up on that end didn't really help anything else. It's things on this end that I got to tighten up quite a bit to make things going. But I don't know what else we can do right off the bat. Block score, I mean, block score is... I find the easiest one to work towards because I grasp the mechanics behind it the best, right? You just need to force things to be pushed along, and you want as straight of lines as possible so that you can just have those, you know, I mean, perfect example is right in down here, this line, as long as there's force pushing things along, this can be all blocks, right? You don't need that. And same with footprint. Like, keeping things vertical is nice in footprint, and I'm so not doing that well here. I mean, if I was doing a really interesting vertical piece or footprint score with this one, I would try to keep everything as on top of each other as possible, which would probably mean working with a bunch of lifters. I've quite enjoyed using those for footprint score because it allows you to stack things on top of each other just by going out one or kicking things off at different levels. Like, really, I could use this same sort of concept with a lifter, where instead of pushing things sideways here, I just use a lifter right off the bat, stack my stuff up vertically here, and then push things off in maybe straight and right, and stack them on different levels, and I could make it work, right? Because really I could use, level 1 for one tire, have, really it takes 3 spaces. My next level could be above it, next level could be above it, and use that verticality to my advantage, and then drop everything down, ideally right in these last 3 spots, or I don't even think I could get it under very nicely to get a weld in or whatnot. But that would be the way to work it. But we'll save that. I still feel like one of these days, I think the route for me to go with this full-on optimization, once we've gotten through the levels, is hit some live streams up, record them, of course, to have them live, but just so we can kind of talk things through, come up with ideas together as a crew, and, have some fun messing around with it instead of me making like, oh, I'm trying to eke one block out of this, let's spend 20 minutes doing it. We saw that on, what was it, one of the mole levels where I just kept going and going and going and sped things up. But I mean, some editing would be nice, but I don't know what I could do nice to edit these videos to, because I run on like the rolling monologue and stuff and my brainwaves, to shorten things down or just cut to the really interesting pieces. So if you guys have any comments on that, I'd love to hear. But that's where I'm going to leave it today. So thank you for joining me on this fabulous journey. I always love having you guys here. Appreciate everything. What would be really awesome is let's show those Minecraft guys up, because they're so full of themselves, even though I'm in that group too. But let's see if we can like some of their videos. So I think the last video that went up on Wednesday, we asked for 7 likes in it. Do you think we can beat that, guys? Do you think we can do it? Puzzle beats Minecraft? Is that the war we're gonna wage here? Let's do it. So yeah, hit that like button and help us get there. If you guys want to see more of this content, help us out, hit that subscribe button. There's a little bell beside it if you do want to get notified when all the new content goes live, and consider checking us out wherever you like to hang out. We live stream on Twitch and YouTube, and we've started checking out Mixer a little bit too. We've got a Facebook page, we've got our Twitter, we've got our Discord where everybody hangs out. We'd love to see you there. We got a Patreon page, all that fun stuff. Check out whatever you love. We just appreciate the support of you being here, so thank you for that, and we'll catch you guys all in the next one. Bye.